Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. CM Punk has opened up about which WWE star's finisher he isn't a fan of. The Second City Saint will face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. He is currently promoting Netflix's docuseries WWE Unreal, for which he has been appearing in many interviews. Punk and Rhea Ripley dropped by for a chat with Robbie Fox of Barstool Sports. During the rapid-fire round, both WWE superstars were asked a bunch of questions ranging from the strongest wrestler they shared the ring with to the best technical wrestler. They were then asked about the most painful finisher they have ever taken, and CM Punk had an interesting answer. Punk is referring to the future shock DDT finisher of the Scottish Psychopath. This was the same move that McIntyre hit Punk with during the 2024 Royal Rumble match. As a result, Punk ended up suffering a torn tricep, which derailed his WrestleMania plans and kept him out of action for nearly 8 months. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre had a heated 2024 feud. While CM Punk was out of action after the 2024 Royal Rumble, he continued to get in McIntyre's way. After Drew won the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania XL, he got into a scuffle with Punk, who was on commentary. Punk eventually laid out the Scottish star, allowing Damian Priest to cash his Money in the Bank briefcase and win the title. The two stars would take their rivalry to the ring in a trilogy of matches after Punk's return. Drew McIntyre beat him at SummerSlam, with Seth Rollins as the special guest referee. Punk then won a strap match at Bash in Berlin and then won the final match of their feud at Bad Blood inside Hell in a Cell. This feud was widely acclaimed and even won the Best Feud awards from ESPN and the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Sergio Malik is a writer at Sportskeeda and covers pro wrestling. He was hooked on the product from the moment he saw the Hardy Boys jumping off ladders during the Attitude Era. While he comes from an engineering background, Sergio's love for pro wrestling and content writing led him to pursue a career in sports journalism. Before assuming his current role at Sportskeeda, Sergio worked at other reputable organizations for 5 years. While writing articles, he ensures that he only relies on credible sources for information and covers relevant subjects that do not project an agenda against a particular person or association. WWE legend Paul Heyman once shared Sergio's work on his social media handle. Sergio's earliest memory of pro wrestling is watching Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker square off for the WWE title in the main event of a pay-per-view in 1998. His favorite wrestlers are Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. While he admires Orton for his character work as a heel, he looks up to Jeff because of his unique wrestling style and risk-taking ability. If he could go back to the Attitude Era, Sergio would like to manage Ken Shamrock and be his mouthpiece. He feels Shamrock's promo skills prevented him from becoming a main event level act in WWE. Hence, he would like to help the UFC Hall of Famer get over with fans. CM Punk, a name synonymous with controversy, blunt honesty, and uncompromising standards in professional wrestling, has once again sparked headlines, this time by voicing his dislike for a particular WWE SmackDown superstar's finishing move. Known for his unapologetically strong opinions, Punk has been a vocal critic of various elements of modern wrestling, and this time his criticism has hit close to home for fans of one specific high-profile SmackDown star. Who is the target of CM Punk's criticism? According to recent reports and behind-the-scenes chatter, Punk recently made it clear during a closed-door conversation and later alluded to it in a podcast-style discussion that he isn't particularly impressed with the finishing move of Austin Theory, specifically his A-Town Down maneuver. While Theory has gained substantial traction on SmackDown due to his youth, look, and alignment with top-tier stars in the past like Vince McMahon and now Grayson Waller, Punk reportedly considers Theory's finisher underwhelming and lacking the kind of devastating impact a main event level move should possess. Why does CM Punk dislike the A-Town Down? CM Punk's reasoning is rooted in psychology, realism, and crowd engagement. Here's a breakdown of why he reportedly isn't a fan. Lack of visual impact. Punk believes that the move, an inverted twisting slam often compared to a modified TKO, doesn't look as devastating as other finishers in WWE. Unlike iconic moves such as the RKO F5 or GTS, Theory's finisher doesn't pop visually. Crowd reaction. Punk is highly attuned to how fans react to finishes. He feels that A-Town Down fails to elicit the kind of explosive crowd reaction a top-tier finisher should produce. Credibility factor. CM Punk, known for emphasizing believability in wrestling, has reportedly questioned whether the move is credible enough to keep opponents down for the 1-2-3, especially when facing veterans or larger opponents. Legacy comparison. Punk has always advocated for originality and legacy building. He may see Theory's finisher as derivative rather than innovative, which could stunt Theory's long-term identity in the company. Is this personal or just professional critique? Sources close to both Punk and Theory insist this isn't a personal grudge. Punk has been seen giving advice to younger talents backstage and has supported other upcoming superstars publicly. However, when it comes to wrestling craft, Punk doesn't mince words. He expects excellence and has never shied away from calling out what he sees as subpar, even if it involves a rising star like Austin Theory. That said, Punk's critique of Theory's finisher is widely seen as constructive criticism rather than a personal attack. It aligns with Punk's broader campaign to elevate the overall in-ring standard in WWE, especially with his recent backstage influence growing on both Raw and SmackDown brands. How has Austin Theory responded? While Theory hasn't made any public comments directly addressing Punk's criticism, those close to the former United States champion say he remains focused and undeterred. In fact, some insiders suggest Theory may use this feedback as motivation to refine or upgrade his finisher, potentially unveiling a new or modified move in the coming weeks, especially with SummerSlam 2025 approaching. In an indirect nod, Theory recently posted on X, formerly Twitter, "You don't need to like it. You just need to lose to it. #A-Town-Down." This cryptic message might be a subtle response to Punk's disapproval, emphasizing that regardless of the move's aesthetics, it gets the job done. Fan reactions, mixed but intrigued. The WWE Universe has been divided on this issue. Here's a summary of fan sentiment. Supporters of Punk's view. Many agree that Theory's finisher lacks impact and doesn't feel special. They point to the visual similarity to moves used by mid-carders in the past, arguing that a main event prospect needs something more distinctive. Defenders of Theory. Others feel Punk is being overly harsh and believe A-Town Down fits Theory's cocky, arrogant persona. Some fans suggest the move isn't the issue, rather it's the presentation and booking around it. Neutral observers. Some fans hope this sparks positive change. If Theory refines his finishing move in response, it could lead to a breakthrough moment in his career. Could this spark a feud? The idea of CM Punk versus Austin Theory is now floating in the minds of fans and insiders alike. WWE has been known to blur the lines between real-life tension and scripted storylines, and Punk criticizing Theory's finisher could be a seed planted for a future feud, perhaps even post-SummerSlam. If built correctly, a veteran versus rising star narrative, with Punk questioning Theory's legitimacy and Theory defending his generation style, could provide an engaging, layered story. It would be especially meaningful if Theory does, in fact, change or evolve his finisher as part of a storyline arc. What does this mean for the future? Punk's disapproval could ultimately benefit Theory if he takes the criticism seriously. WWE is full of stories where criticism led to reinvention, whether it was The Miz transforming himself into a respected locker room leader, or Seth Rollins evolving from the architect to the visionary. If Theory heeds the advice and responds with maturity, this could be a pivotal moment in his career, a wake-up call to not only refine his finishing move but enhance his overall in-ring presence. Final thoughts. CM Punk's dislike of Austin Theory's finisher might seem like a small issue on the surface, but in the world of professional wrestling, finishers are sacred. They define careers, mark climactic moments in matches, and live in fans' memories for decades. For someone like Punk, to speak out signals a deeper desire to maintain high standards within WWE's evolving landscape. While Theory may not appreciate the critique now, history shows that such moments often serve as stepping stones for greatness. Whether A-Town Down evolves or gets replaced, all eyes will be on Austin Theory the next time he sets up for the move.